Hi everyone, I got a request to do a video. How to prevent bubbles. This request came from Thomas, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce your surname because I will just get it wrong. The cool thing about this is Thomas isn't the one that's diabetic. His girlfriend Natalie is the diabetic, and he's standing with her through everything. She recently got an insulin pump and she's struggling with bubbles getting in there. Well, I'm going to be honest, from time to time I still struggle with bubbles, and it's not a fun thing because it really feels like you're wasting all your insulin when you're priming to get rid of those little suckers. Well, I have two methods of how to prevent them. They're not certified to be the method how to do it. It's just two methods that help me. So let's get started with method number one. Just to clarify, this is just an empty cartridge. I've already filled my pump, so I'm not going to do it again. So this is just for demonstrations purposes only. So now you have filled your cartridge and you want to put it in your pump and prime. But if you know anything about pressure, this is where it's going to be coming handy. Method number one is you're going to now attach your tubing like so. But if you've noticed, this little sucker, when you attached it, it's got a little bit of air. Now, method number one is I just let the tubing dangle right like this. But I don't lift it up, because once you lift the tubing up, the air is going to push down. And that's the first little problem. Just because there's air right in here, it's going to push down and you're going to have a bubble. Once you attached it, now go on your pump and go to prime. Once you are priming, then you can lift your tubing up. Because once you're priming, it's going to push the insulin out. So now if you move it up, the air has another force going up, so it's not going to push that air down. So you're not going to have a bubble. And now it's for method number two. And just again, this is what I normally do is I put my cartridge in my pump first, seal it, and then I attach the tubing. Now to get started is you grab the tip of your tubing and you put it in your mouth like so, and then you attach it. Once your tubing is attached, don't drop it. Because again, air pressure, is going to drop. It's going to cause the air from there to go down in the cartridge and you're going to have a bubble. Once you start priming, then you can let it drop. But I normally just keep it up just to make sure the insulin can go upstream. And that's for method number two. So both for method number one and method number two is I put my cartridge in my pump first and seal it, and then I attach the tubing. And to keep in mind, if you attach the tubing and it's dangling, keep it dangling until you prime. And if you keep it up until you start priming. Because once you start priming, there is force pushing the insulin up. And then it doesn't matter if you pick your tubing up or down, because then the force is stronger pushing the insulin out. And those are just two simple methods that I've figured out. But again, that's what works for me. What I've learned over the last 2 years is there are different methods, but you have to find the one that works for you. And don't be ashamed if you still get bubbles, because I still get bubbles from time to time, and I hate those little suckers. Well, Thomas and Natalie, I hope this video helped you guys and that you will prevent more bubbles in the future. And if any of you have a request for a video, feel free to leave it in the comments below and I'll try my best to make a video. Well, everyone, then from me, myself, and I, goodbye everyone. Woohoo!